Welcome to another morning broadcast. I hope you all had a great week. We are closing out May, and we're around the middle of the year. Interesting stuff going on this morning with Trump delaying the EU tariffs. So this has the market has opened up stronger, gapped up. So the sectors that we traded last week towards the middle and end, quantum and nuclear, are still pretty strong. So last week we ended out the week strong with Trump's executive order for that will help the nuclear industry. So Friday, OKLO, NNE, SMR, and one that popped up on the scan a little bit later was LTBR, Lightbridge, another company that will benefit from that executive order. So these were the main stocks to trade on Friday, depending on your strategy. But these were definitely in play. And you traded SPET. Okay, nice. So LTB, so the nuclear was in play, and I would say still is. It's holding up very well. LTBR came out with news this morning. They were outlining opportunities that Trump's nuclear executive orders created for them. So they may actually be a play for today. They have a lower float, so LTBR is lower than the OKLOs of the world, so it's about 20 million. But something like OKLO would have up in the close to 100. So I'll definitely be watching that basket. Okay, another one that I'll have my eyes on is the quantum. So if you look at quantum, this one has been moving pretty well with NVIDIA. So you'll see an AI names. So we see QBTS. Okay, thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it. I see some guys here, Yusuf on YouTube. Maybe it wasn't working. I was a little bit late this morning to start the stream, so maybe that's what it is. Okay. All right. So so QBTS, RGTI, those in the quantum basket. We're taking a look. They gapped up this morning, and we may have continuation on those. RGTI was pretty active this morning in the pre-market, more than the others. So this one, I find that I have to watch all of them because sometimes the volatility rotates. So QBTS may be rallying strong. RGTI, maybe one of them has its own catalyst. So I'm watching that basket. So I have a few of them in the basket that I'll just keep up on one of my monitors to stay engaged with. All right. Now, another is ASST. So ASST, this one, crypto related, and it actually has been rallying. Several reasons that it was in play for us, catalyst and news. And this one had rallied pretty well. It shorted on Friday back to previous daily levels. And then now it's dropped here. This morning was active. It's dropped down, and this may be just a pullback, higher time frame pullback. So we'll see if this is one that we'll be trading. Okay. So ASST is another one. Now you may be looking at SBET. So SBET, this is one that it falls under the stocks that I don't trade, but if you do, then this morning was pretty active for you. It was ranging. Stock was ranging, or actually before this little range here started. I don't trade it, but I marked it up just for my own. I was just watching it. So this one creating higher highs and higher lows, traded very well around VWAP, and then broke levels with strong volume, and then actually gave a little pullback here, create another support, and then just continue stair stepping. So that one has a really good catalyst, 400 million, I believe. and yeah, 400 million private placement to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. So we're seeing a lot of these pop up. Like this one, DJT just popped here. It gapped up because of news about a Trump strategy, crypto strategy. There was another one. What was it? Let me see if this was on the scan or not. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm almost forgetting. FAS. This was another one. FAAS from this morning. It gave us our micro pullback QO momentum scalp here, and then again as well. And this one is it popped on a few days ago, the 19th. I think it was last week. $100 million raise to acquire. They're starting their own Bitcoin treasury as well. 50% of its fund would go to, like, of its earnings would go to this Bitcoin reserve, this Bitcoin reserve that they're building. So this is another one that popped this morning that I'm going to keep an eye on. I don't know if I don't think I've included it in the game plan. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, so it's on our game plan. So yeah, so that's another one that I watched. Right. So quantum, nuclear, FAAS, individual stock that I'm looking at, and I threw DJT up there. I didn't know what was going to happen, so it popped, and now it's shorting very strongly. Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That one may just roll off, but if that's one that I'm just going to set alarms and we'll see what happens. Okay. All right. So coming into this week, pretty strong. We already have Trump tweeting. We already have Trump's dropping news to move the market. So we'll see what we get. Now, you may not catch everything. You may see things moving and it may not fit your plan, and that's okay. That's okay. We just need to be patient and wait for our setup to appear, and then shoot. After you get your setups down, what happens is you start to shoot everything, and then you have to, or not everybody, but sometimes you start to play every hand, and then you have to scale back when you start to be able to discern or differentiate the quality of hands. Right. As you're able to differentiate the quality of hands, then you can protect your downside and maximize the upside. So if that's where you are, just be patient. May see things moving. Don't get frustrated if you aren't able to catch it. If you see something that goes without you, just study it later and then ensure that you don't miss it the next time. Okay. All right. So what else y'all got? What else you got? Let's see. Let me check the chat. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Quantum, nuclear, DJT. We'll see if it bounces. They're raising $3 billion to buy crypto. So it's a big one. And then all the nuclear names. I actually like this dip. I like the dip here. Back to previous levels. So we won't be buying it too high. All right. I hope y'all had a good weekend as well. Restful. I was up yesterday. We had a longer 3-day weekend. I was up watching some film yesterday, studying some past DRCs. Just getting ready for the day. Let's see. Great catalyst from past. Yep, exactly. There you go. So IONQ is also on the list as well. I think this really helped drive quantum look at that massive move, and then they all pretty much been rallying ever since. So really strong. Are you still trading indices sometimes? Not really. It's not that I wouldn't. It's just that at times I have the stocks that are behind the indices that really move them. Oftentimes it's better to trade the individual stocks that the strong rallies that you see like on the Qs here, maybe NVIDIA driving it, and the order flow and everything may be a lot easier to discern, less of the randomness from other stocks there. So, but the best time this year to trade indices, a lot of people made a lot of money, was during when Trump was making the announcements about tariffs. We had the major dive. The VIX was high, and it's a lot easier to trade indices there. It's just very directional there. But once they start to move like this, it's a lot harder. You have that ranging move. But when you have those major announcements that move the entire market, that's the best time to trade them. All right, good morning. Good morning, thanks, Taliba, Angelo. Yeah, definitely look at, I don't know, this may end up being a dumping at one point, but if you don't have any restrictions on what you trade, definitely go ahead and keep an eye on this one. I mean, one thing that you want to do, you want to try to maximize the tickers that you trade, the one that is in play, right? So whenever you have consolidation for a long time and then you see volume increasing, that's a time for you to take another entry. You see that consolidate, squeeze, boom, there you go. All right, so don't look away and say, oh, I already missed the move. We traded one of the stocks we traded the other day, consolidation, and it broke out at the open, and then consolidated again, and then we took an entry right there, right? So just keep looking for that stair step on those moves like SBET. Look for the stair step there. Stair step, squeeze, boom, and shoot it. Okay, so you don't have to engage it when it's just like this. But once it creates the consolidation and it starts you see the volume rising, and order flow looks good. That's when you want to attack it. Okay, it breaks major swing point, pulls back, gives an entry for, like a pullback entry. That's where you can take advantage of those. So yeah, so I stay on that one. But let's be ready to catch an initial move this morning out of the gate. So we have some good names. Let's watch the scan and see what else pops up. And NVIDIA has earnings this Wednesday, which will also help the market if they have positive. I mean, it's NVIDIA, so it's gonna create volatility. So just be ready for that this Wednesday. Okay. All right. So please smash that like button. I hope these sessions are beneficial. We will talk. What time period did you use? If you mean time frame, I'm normally on the 1 or 2 minute for entries. I watch the higher time frame as well for levels daily, 4 hour, 30 minute for levels. So normally that's what I'm doing. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get ready, y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. And make it your best day is if you follow your plan. That's it. Following your plan is going to get you your day. It's going to help you eventually make profits. If all you're doing right now is following your plan and you're not seeing profits yet, then just increase your keep learning, keep refining, and eventually by developing a good process and following it, that's how you win. So avoid the invented trades, the C trades. Just avoid those. If you're not profitable at all, don't even take C trades. Like you know, the trades that you may take because you want to enter and cut real quick, just wait for the best setups, take those, and get green. Okay. All right. Hope y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Mikey, yo, Abdullah, I have been trading just off your YouTube videos. Thank you. I have become profitable. Excellent. Wonderful. I'm so glad that I'm able to help. I really appreciate you for supporting the channel. Just continue to like, subscribe, and share with others. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Hope y'all have a great day. Talk to you later.